Definitely can't ask the Baroness about it. We can look at her, though.
The Baroness seems to have a reason to celebrate. She's downing one glass of champagne after another. He's sweating profusely, but I hope the crew doesn't take the...
We've already seen all that. Let's talk to Lady Westmacott.
Lady Westmacott?
Yes.
She's like, what? Let's... Tell me about Picasso.
It must be exciting to meet all the world's famous and powerful people.
I stay away as far as possible from high society. Too shallow. Too boring.
But some of them must be exciting. Have you ever met Picasso?
They told him he's a genius so often that he actually started to believe it himself.
But his paintings are impressive. Guernica, for example.
Well, it certainly is big. I have to give him that.
Didn't he have to flee from Spain?
Yes, from the fascists, but not just him. Many of his paintings as well. If I remember correctly, Guernica is currently on display in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. He bequeathed it to a future Spanish republic.
And until then it stays in New York?
Yes. It's been there for years now.
Have you ever been to New York?
For the love of God, what would I do there? We have
Come
the
on.
original York in England. That's quite enough for me.
So, you don't know the heraldic animal of New York?
No, probably an eagle. It's all eagles over there.
Thanks, Agatha. Thanks. It's all eagles. Though I was totally gonna say an eagle. Just probably not. I was totally gonna say it too. Be quiet.
Are you interested in art?
Not really. I'm more interested in real life, in people.
So, you don't know Albrecht Dürer?
Just because I'm not interested in art doesn't mean that I'm ignorant.
What can you tell me about him?
Books, my dear, books. In them, you'll find the answers to all your questions, even the most foolish ones.
I bet you don't know anything about him and you just want to cover it up.
Ah,
Nice.
You want to appeal to my honor. Too obvious, I'm afraid.
It was too obvious. It was too obvious. Good try, though.
I saw a sign in Venice. It said Buonarroti. Do you know what it means?
I'm sorry, I don't speak Italian.
May I take my leave?
You may.
What else we got? We found out New York is all eagles over there. Let's talk to the captain.
Hello, Captain DeConti.
Miss Meyers, how nice to see you. You look beautiful. We missed you at dinner.
I was in my cabin. I didn't feel very well.
Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
Feeling fantastic. Let's talk about, all of these. New York.
A seaman like you must surely have been to New York, right?
Aye, aye. My usual territory is the Mediterranean, but I've crossed the Atlantic many times. It's always a great moment when the Statue of Liberty appears on the horizon.
You wouldn't happen to know the heraldic animal of New York?
No. Maybe an eagle?
See? Everybody thinks eagle. It's all yours has got. Eagles. Eagles everywhere. Let's talk about the
Is it
captain.
true that you're a war hero?
In 2 world wars. That tells you how old I must be.
You're as old as you feel.
Oh God, I hope not.
Aren't you feeling well?
Nice.
You shouldn't burden your pretty little head with the dark thoughts of an old man, my dear.
That's probably true.
If you don't
Are you
feel
sick?
well, maybe you should take it easy.
I'm afraid if I take it easy, it'll kill me.
You seem to be a pessimist.
Fatty liver, asthma, gallstones, jaundice, gout, shingles, hemorrhoids, varicose veins, circulatory trouble, knee problems, pulmonary embolism, gastritis, migraine, neuralgia, tinnitus, rheumatism, pleurisy, thrombosis, and constipation. Those are what's been diagnosed so far. My body is a curse.
Oh, I didn't mean to... I'm sorry.
Forgive an old man. I didn't mean to shock you.
I feel like your doctors just don't know what's actually wrong with you, and you don't really have 25 different diseases. Just gonna throw that out there. Let's talk about the ship. That's probably a better topic.
You're still the captain of this beautiful ship.
That's right. Oh, that's
They
nice.
couldn't just get rid of me, so they stuck me somewhere where I can't make trouble anymore.
Don't say that.
You get to drink all day.
The ship runs fine without me. The crew knows what to do. They don't need me. They don't want me.
Captain!
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm burdening you with all of this. Forgive me, eh? I'd like to rest for a while. Soon enough, it'll be time to head back to the coalface.
No. We need to talk about other things. Talk about Agatha.
Lovely concert, wasn't it?
You only heard the end. It was really wonderful.
All the more curious that Lady Westmacott embarrassed Mr. Kreutzer like that, don't you think?
I have no idea what got into her. They say she's a difficult person, but maybe it's the privilege of famous people to be a bit strange from time to time. When I was still a young sailor, Enrico Caruso was a passenger on our ship, and he...
I think she's fascinating. She's achieved so much, and all by herself.
Lady Westmacott, oh yes, that's true, the most successful writer in the world.
Do you know any more about her?
Everything. I'm her biggest fan. What do you want to know?
About her family, especially her son.
Where is she from? Who were her parents?
Her father was a wealthy British salesman. Her mother died in childbirth. She had an outstanding education, but was a lonely child, they say. Her father was away on business most of the time.
I know how she feels. For many years, my father's career was also more important than me.
Don't say that, my child. Your father paid for the life you now live.
Did Lady Westmacott's father marry again?
Yes, a woman 15 years his junior. She didn't really care for the child. She was something of a high society lady. She made the headlines with her antics more often than the family would have liked.
So that explains her prejudices a little bit.
And her novels. How did she come to be a writer?
In interviews, she always mentions her French tutor, who encouraged her to write when she was a child. After some poems and short stories, she began to write detective novels with great success. The rest is history. The experts are arguing whether she or Shakespeare has sold more books.
Although she doesn't receive the same deference.
That's true, but her books are much more innovative and extraordinary than people generally give her credit for.
And what does an elderly lady like her want in Egypt?
I couldn't really say. She was there many times with her husband, an archaeologist. He died a long time ago.
I heard something about a reception at the Egyptian Museum?
Yes, for the eyes of the Sphinx, or rather, for the eye. But I don't think she'd go to Cairo just for that. She usually stays away from official events. Didn't participate in the literary scene either. Always stayed as far away as possible from high society, probably because of her stepmother.
That's a good point then. Why is she here? Why are you traveling, Agatha? What do you know? What do you know?
Do you know Albrecht Dürer?
Yes, an artist. Not bad. But he has his weaknesses as well.
For example?
For one, he wasn't Italian.
That's a pity.
You can say that again. At least he lived in Italy for a while.
What else can you tell me about him?
I once overheard an argument on board between a German and a Spaniard about who elevated the woodcut to an art form, Albrecht Dürer or Alberto Durero. Eventually, they realized they were talking about the same man. Ha!
Albrecht Dürer is called Alberto Durero in Spain?
That's right. Don't ask me why.
That's probably useful information somehow.
Buonarroti. That sounds Italian, doesn't it?
Ha!
It does sound Italian.
Say that again. Buonarroti is the name of the greatest artist of all time.
Oh,
Michelangelo Buonarroti.
probably should have known that.
Most people only know by his first name. Just imagine, one man, an Italian, achieves perfection in all 3 movements of graphic arts. His David is the most famous statue in the world. As an architect, he was a genius. He built parts of St. Peter's Basilica.
And as a painter, Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
The creation of Adam. The spark of life leaps from God to Adam. One of the most famous paintings in the world.
Yes, it is. Does Vatican City have an animal on its coat of arms?
No.
And the Pope?
Every pope has his own emblem. But the new one doesn't have an animal.
You don't seem to like the new Pope.
It's too early to say. But who's fit to hold a candle to John the 23rd? Il Papa Buono, as we used to call him. The good Pope.
He just died recently. What was his heraldic animal?
He was a lion, and so was his heraldic animal.
For a Catholic, Buonarroti's Adam could be a mnemonic for the lion. Pope John XXIII was elected in the Sistine Chapel like every other pope. I just need one more animal. I'm gonna go have a look around.
All right.
Interesting. All right, let's go back out here. Let us... Oh, no, stop. Hold on. Can we talk to the Baroness?
The less I have to do with her, the better. Best if she doesn't even remember that I exist. Although, based on her alcohol consumption, I don't really think I have to worry about that.
Alright, just checking. Just checking. Anything going on in here? Oh, there's a poster back here. What is this?
The poster proudly announces the ship's first Atlantic crossing. The city of New York welcomes the MS Lydia.
New York?
Okay, the coat of arms
There
of
you go.
New York City is on the poster. There's the obligatory eagle. That can't be it, since there's no eagle on the lock. But look here. How cute.
Beavers?
There are 2
What?
beavers posing on the New York City emblem. Guernica equals New York equals beaver. That's it. 3 animals are all I need. I can guess the 4th. But I could try to find the 4th symbol anyway, just to be sure.
Alright, so we heard... So, only one we don't have is about... What was the guy's name? Juror being... something else. Jurero or something like that. So maybe Adil didn't know the German name, but he might know the Spanish one. Is he Spanish? I don't even know if he's Spanish or not. He looks
Adil?
Spanish.
Yes?
It's close enough, right?
About the combination.
Yes.
Talk about Alberto Durero.
Alberto Durero.
What about him?
What's his most famous work?
Hard to say. He did a lot. He was a pioneer of woodcuts and printmaking.
The Baroness left his monogram as a hint, not the name of one of his artworks, so there must be a painting that everyone associates with him.
Not to my knowledge. Although he did have a favorite motif.
And that was...
Yes.
Himself. He
What?
made quite a few self-portraits.
That's it. The artist is the art.
Sounds logical. His most famous self-portrait is in the Prado in Madrid. I saw it with my own eyes 2 years ago.
You didn't steal
Does
it?
Madrid have something like a heraldic animal?
Sure, it's a bear. It's on the coat of arms and all over the city.
A bear again? Like in Berlin?
We got 2
Why not?
bears?
The same numbers appear more than once on normal combination locks.
That's true. The bear then. All 4 symbols decoded. Gosh, I'm good. Now, I need
There's
to
an
get back to
achievement.
the Baroness's
Woohoo!
cabin. The jewel is waiting for me.
Excellent. Real soft.
Combination. At least, I think I have.
Ha! That's my girl.
I'm going to steal the eye now. When I come back, we can celebrate a little.
Hooray.
I'll be going. Don't waste all the hot water.
Never.
Let's go steal something. Let's go steal something. Don't look. He looks so guilty. Why are you wearing your surgical gloves? Like, that should be your tip-off right there, right? Man's wearing surgical gloves just walking around. You're either up to something or you are an awful doctor, because you should take those things off when you're not in surgery. Or doing something. Did you forget you have germ-ridden gloves you're walking around with? Alright, back down the ventilation shaft to steal something. Come on this way. It's like a slippy slide. Oh!
Oh my god. Baroness von Tribbets? Are you okay? Hello? Baroness?
Get out!
Hello?
Get out! Get out! Uh-oh.